Hey everyone, welcome to the UkeStuff channel and welcome to this tutorial for the ukulele playlongs of Save the Last Dance for Me as recorded by the Drifters. The playlong video, of course, appears on the Uke Playlongs channel on YouTube, and this is the accompanying video that appears here on the sister channel, UkeStuff. What we're going to do in this video is first of all look at the chords needed for GCEA soprano concert tenor ukulele. Then we'll look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele in two different keys, both the original key of E and then also in the key of D. After we talked about the chords you need, then we'll talk about a strumming pattern that you can use for this song. If you want to support the work on this channel, there are three things you can do. First of all, you can like the video. Second, you can subscribe to the channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at www.buymeacoffee.com/ukestuff. You'll also find a few things for sale at the Buy Me a Coffee page, including my two ebooks of chord melodies for both hymns and carols. Those books are also available at the Apple Bookstore and Amazon Kindle or in print from Amazon. All right, let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert tenor ukulele. I'll be using this instrument. This is my Legato Professional Performance ukulele, and I've transposed this song to the key of D because the original key of E is such a hard key on ukulele. So the first chord you'll need is the D chord. Now, you can play that D chord any way that works for you. I generally put my first finger at the top of the third string second fret and my other two fingers around it, sort of making like a tiny G7. However, that might not work for you, so here's some other options. You can put fingers 1, 2, and 3 in a row. You can use fingers 2, 3, and 4 in a row. You can use two fingers covering strings 4 and 3 at the first finger, and then with the second finger covering string 2. You can use one finger by bending it at a very sharp angle and leaving the first string open. Any one of those work, just don't play it with your thumb over the top. The second chord is an A7 chord. The next chord is a D7 chord. And then finally a G chord. And those are the chords you need to play Save the Last Dance for Me on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Now let's look at baritone. For baritone, I'll be using this instrument. This is my Tom concert ukulele, but it has Pepe Romero baby baritone strings on it, so I can tune it like a baritone and then not have to jump scales when I'm recording tutorials like this. So first of all, in the key of E, which is the original key, you'll need the E chord. Then you'll need the B7 chord. The B7 is one of my favorite chords. I don't know why, I just like how it feels. Put my first finger at the top of the fourth string first fret, second finger on the third string second fret, and my ring finger or third finger on the first string second fret. You'll need an E7 chord, and then you'll need an A chord. There are several ways to play the A chord. You can choose whatever works best for you. I put my first finger at the top of the third string second fret and my other two fingers around it, sort of like making a tiny D7 chord in one fret. But you may not want to play it that way, and you may want to put fingers 1, 2, and 3 in a row, fingers 2, 3, and 4 in a row. You might want to use just two fingers and cover strings 4 and 3 with one finger and string 2 with the second finger. Or you might want to bend your ring finger like that and play strings 4, 3, and 2, leaving the first string open. Whatever works best for you. And that is Save the Last Dance for Me on baritone ukulele in the key of E. Now let's look at it in the key of D. If you're going to play the song in the transposed lower key of D, here are the chords you need. You'll need a D chord, an A7 chord. Now, that's a bar chord. Don't freak out about it. Here's what you do. You take your first finger, put it across all four strings, pull against the fretboard. Pull against it. All right, then add your thumb for some support, and then add the second finger. But the key here is not pinching, it's pulling. It's pulling against the neck because you're holding your ukulele securely. So please don't pinch for a bar chord. It's just a pull, and it's much easier to do. Then you've got a D7 chord and a G chord. And those are the chords you need to play Save the Last Dance for Me on baritone DGBE ukulele in the key of D. Now let's talk about strumming. As it comes to strumming, let's first of all review the 3 rules of strumming. First of all, play the right chord at the right time. Second, play the right tempo. And third, choose a strumming pattern that fits the style of the song. As long as you have those 3 conditions met, your strumming is right. So you could play just downbeats, you can play some other pattern. It doesn't matter as long as it's the right chords at the right time with a style that matches the song. Do not look for a single right strumming pattern. However, if you need a suggestion, that's what this part of the video is for. Now I'm just going to put up the chords in the key of D on both GCEA and DGBE because they're shared in that key of D. And I'm just going to introduce you to two strumming patterns which are basically the same except for one small change. And it is what's called the island strum. And this is a faster tempo. And what the island strum is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you've never played the island strum before, it might take you a while to get because you're missing strings at various times. You're going down, missing, going down, up, missing, going up, down, up. And if you watch my strumming hand, my strumming wrist never stops. The action's at the wrist. I'm pointing at the floor and pointing at me. Let me do that on baritone as well. Here we're on baritone. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. I'll even go slower here. Down, down, up, down, 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 up. That's the island strum. Let me switch back to GCEA. Now, what's the small change? It's something called the rasgueado, where you play all four strings. And you're going to do that on beat 2 of the pattern. So you're going to go down, rasgueado, up, down, up. And you're only going to get one of those, and it happens on beat 2. So it's going to be down, rasgueado, up, down, rasgueado, up, down, up. And at tempo, it's going to sound like this. So again, that rasgueado, all four fingers hit the strings on beat 2. Let me do it on baritone as well. All right, here it is on baritone. So again, it's hitting all four strings as you go down on beat 2. Down, down, rasgueado, down, rasgueado. All right, so with those chords in those keys and that strumming pattern, either the island strum or the island strum with the rasgueado on beat 2, either one of those will work for you, or any other pattern that's the right chord at the right tempo with a style that matches, whatever works best for you. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more Uke stuff for you.